everyone, it's Kooky Cave Kid, and in this episode, I'll show you guys how you can easily set up a Bukkit server with the files that I've provided. So go ahead and download the few files in the description. It's actually only one, which is the bukkitserver.zip file. And so you can download that and extract it to your desktop, and extracting, basically open up the file and drag out the folder that's in it to your desktop. And now you're ready to set it up. The other thing you're going to want to download is the first base plugin. It's a great plugin for Bukkit servers, and it's called Essentials, and the link will be in the description, so you can go there also to get your plugin. So once you've dragged your folder to your desktop, you can go ahead and open it up. And this tutorial isn't completely for beginners. I'm not really going to go over in detail the whole settings and commands and everything like that. You can find that in other tutorials, or on the wiki is a great place to find this stuff out. Now, if you want to find out how to make a basic Minecraft server, you can watch my previous video, which is right here. And that's a great video to watch to know how to manage a server and set up the server settings before you go into a Bukkit server with plugins, which have even more settings. So I'm just going to quickly go over here. You have your plugins folder, your world saves, which the good thing about Bukkit servers is you can actually have custom nether worlds and custom end worlds. So if you just want to make a custom normal world, the thing where it says your world name here, go in there and you can drag your data files into there, or just rename this folder and change the folder name in the settings. So next file, banned IPs, banned players, pretty straightforward. Once again, you can go to my previous video, the link will be in the description, to find out more about those settings. You don't want to delete anything in this folder, or else it will mess up your whole server. By the way, of course, ops, so operators who can use commands. And then the readme file, which I've made, and is basically, if you don't want to go to my other video, is just a little description of what each setting does in the server.properties file. And that's really easy. It just gives you little tips, And then the next thing is the run file, which is the start button for your server. And then server properties, which is the actual settings that you can change. Let me just take this out of here. So, so now you can start changing around your settings, basically. So get your world file and everything. So once you have all that, you can come back here. And the next part, for basically you've set up a server, you're pretty much done. But now you just want people to be able to connect to it. And this is going to be with Hamachi. I know some people hate that word, but it is better than the other alternatives, which is either paying or port forwarding, which costs money also. So the thing you want to do to set it up with Hamachi is open Hamachi, which will be in the description link. And you might have a few networks already set up if you used Hamachi before, but if you haven't, basically what it does is it links your, it lets people connect to your network on different networks. So for people to be able to join your server, you need to create a new network. So you can go up here to network, create a new network, and type in a name. I'm just going to do random because they do get taken up. You can have two same name networks. Password, if you want to have a password for your Hamachi network, which is a good idea if your network ID is something obvious. So I'm going to say 123 and hit create, and I have a network up here. And if you want this to have no password, you can right click it, go set access, and then uncheck require a password. And you can also set if they have to be approved to join your network. So then you can hit OK, and you have your network. Now, for people to connect to your server, you would double click the run file, and you'd get this command window to open up, and it should say all this stuff, and then done. So now you can minimize this and go back to your Hamachi. And this is where people would connect to your Hamachi network. So you give them your network ID and password, or if there isn't one, they would just get their network ID. and then take this IP and place it in their Minecraft. But before you do that, you have to add this to your server settings. So go up here and right click next to your name and go copy IPv4 address, not 64. And then you can minimize your Hamachi and go back to your server.properties file. It also looks like a white folder with a blue notepad on it. Open that up, you should see this stuff. Now go down until you find server IP, click there, and paste your IP in. And so now that's pretty much all you have to do for people to connect. Now it's just up to you to set custom worlds and certain abilities, and then plugins. So for those changes to effect, you have to stop your server, so stop stop, and then just hit enter. You can't close it down because your server will get corrupted. You can't just use the X button. So now you have your whole server set up. Remember, every time you make a change to restart your server. So now we're going to add a plugin. So we're going to add Essentials, which once again the link is in the description. So go into your plugins folder and open up your Essentials file that you download. And these will have all these files in here. You can open them up, see what's in them. But basically what you want to do, drag these 4 files in to your plugins folder, and then just go back to your main folder and run your server again. Now, this time it should say Essentials, loading up. There should be way more text, and then it'll say done again. And then you can type, and then yeah, it is done. So now I'm going to actually connect to it in Minecraft. So I'm going to close this. Once again, copy my IPv4 address. You can now close your Hamachi, which some people don't know. You can close your Hamachi after everyone's connected. And then go to your Minecraft. And set it up. So multiplayer, add server. And you can join your server. And my Wi-Fi network is a bit iffy right now, so it's not letting me join. But so yeah, that's basically how you can set up a Minecraft server. But Minecraft Bukkit server actually. So thanks for watching. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe.